Hello friends and welcome to Miss Debbie's Story Time. Today we are going to be reading a book from Scholastic called Barnyard, Banter. And this is by Denise Fleming. It's going to be about all the animals in the barnyard. Barnyard Banter. Cows in the pasture, moo, moo, moo. See the cows? Roosters in the barnyard, cock-a-doodle-doo. Hens in the hen house, cluck, cluck, cluck. Pigs in the wallow, muck, muck, muck. But where is Goose? Where's Goose? Does anybody see the white goose anywhere? Did you see him? There he is. There's Goose. Look out for Goose on the next page. Kittens in the hayloft. Mew, mew, mew. Pigeons in the rafters, coo, coo, coo. Where's Goose? Oh, Miss Debbie's covering. There's Goose. Mice in the grain bin, squeak, squeak, squeak. See the mice? Where's Goose? Look on top. Do you see Goose? There he is. Peacocks in the wire pen, shriek, shriek, shriek. But where's Goose? Do you see Goose? There he is. He's hiding under the peacock's feathers. Donkeys in the paddock. Hee haw haw. See Goose there? Crows in the cornfield. Caw, caw, caw. Goose. Ooh, that's a tricky one. Oh, I see his beak. Do you think that's his beak down there? I think it might be. Crickets in the stone wall. Chirp, chirp, chirp. Do you see Goose? Oh, big Goose right there. Frogs in the farm pond. Burp, burp, burp. But where's Goose? Do you see the frogs? But where's Goose? Do you see Goose? There he is. There's Goose. I think that's the end of our story. Oh, we got another one here. Moo, moo, moo. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Cluck, cluck, cluck. Muck, muck, muck. Mew, mew, mew. Coo, coo, coo. Squeak, 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 shriek, shriek, shriek. That was fun. Hee haw haw, caw, 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 chirp, 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 burp, burp, burp. But where's Goose? Oh, do you see him? It looks like he's running to the next page. Let's see if we can catch him. There's Goose. Goose says, honk, honk, honk. Can you honk like Goose? Good job. Good honking, my friends. You still didn't catch that dragonfly. The end. Well, that was fun. I really enjoyed that book, and I hope you did too. Now we are going to do a goose craft together. I'll be back in just a moment. So welcome back. Now we are going to make a goose craft. And what you are going to need is either a small paper plate, a larger paper plate, any size that you have. Paper might work better than plastic because you're going to be cutting it. And if you don't have a paper plate, you can use plain white printer paper or some colored construction paper. And just get a plate or something that's circular that you can trace a circle out of. It doesn't Have to be any particular size, whatever size that you would like. We are going to be making a goose. This is my big goose. And then I made a smaller goose out of the smaller paper plate. So to get started, what you're going to need is a pair of scissors. If you need help from an adult on this part, just ask for help. You're also going to need some glue, either some school glue or a glue stick, or some tape. Some tape would work just as well. For the eyes, Miss Debbie used some googly eyes. If you don't have googly eyes, you could just use a crayon or marker or a sticker, or you could cut out an eye from some construction paper and glue it on. Then for the feathers, I have some feathers here. I have white feathers for the goose, but if you don't have white feathers and you have different colored feathers, that would be awesome. If you don't have feathers at all, you can use either toilet paper or tissue paper. So to get started, we are going to, Miss Debbie's going to make a big one here. All you're going to do is take your circle size plate or your circle from your piece of paper, and you are going to find the middle, so about halfway down. And then what you're going to do is cut until you meet the little circular imprint that's on your plate. There's like a little design. You're going to meet right where the design starts. So Miss Debbie's going to start here, and I'm going to cut all the way across until I meet that edge. Okay? Then what I'm going to do is continue to cut along the edge. Actually, I'm going to start on this side. It'll be a little bit easier. Find the edge and then cut in a circular motion until you reach the cut that went across. Okay? Now you can either throw this away or you can hold on to this and use this as a feather. So now we have our plate cut out and our goose body with our long neck. Now what you're going to do is cut this off just a little bit so that you'll have room for the goose beak. So Miss Debbie's going to cut it off right about here. And that's it. Now what we're going to do is put some glue on the bottom half, right like so. And then you can either use your tissues. Miss Debbie will show you how to do this. You're just going to rip a piece off and stick it onto your glue. Simple enough. Rip a piece off, stick it on. Rip another piece off, stick it on. So keep sticking that on, or you can use your feathers and just stick them on with the glue as well. That's easy enough. Now, the other thing you could have done was what Miss Debbie had done with the smaller one here, was I saved this little piece of paper plate and I put my tissue paper on this, and then I glued the wing on here. You can kind of see it from the back, just to make it come up a little bit more of a wing like that. You don't have to do that. You can keep your wing and your feathers right below here, or you could have glued it on like that. It's totally up to you, however you'd like your goose to look. Now, for my beak, all you have to do is trace out a beak. You're going to make sure that the base of your beak is as wide as the end of your plate here. So this is the plate here where it ends. Miss Debbie wants to make sure that it's wide enough that it covers that. So I pretty much put my paper plate down here, made a line, and then from there I finished off as a triangle, just like so. So now I'm going to cut out my triangle. Which is going to be my big orange beak. If you don't have orange paper, any color will do. This is your goose. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on, oops, Miss Debbie put it on the wrong side. Doesn't really matter. A little bit of glue here on the back side. And then I'm just going to stick it onto the end. So that's my beak. Make sure it sticks on before I take my finger off. It's sticking, the other side that Miss Debbie put the glue on is sticking to my hand. Okay, so we have the beak on there. Now we need an eye. Our goose has to see. So like I said, I have googly eyes here. But I am also going to show you how you could just use a crayon. I'm going to use black, and I am just going to lay this down here. And Miss Debbie just used a crayon to outline the black and a little black dot for my eyeball. And voila, that is my goose. So I hope you had fun making your goose craft. If you can, send me some pictures of how it came out. Mrs. Debbie would love to see them. And until we see each other again next week, my friends, stay happy and healthy. I miss you. Bye.